Meditation, the royal road to peace and light. In silence, I find my way back to myself, to serenity, to that divine source, from which love flows incessantly, a gift that is open to everyone, whether religious or not. Everyone can fill this sacred space with their own thoughts and feelings. Meditation is prayer in its purest form. Not just words, but listening. Not just asking, but receiving. All the great masters have shown us this path. And no, it is not wasted time. On the contrary, after the silence, I am clearer, more structured, more alive. Meditation is like medicine for the soul. But not every medicine is right for everyone. Choose the path that makes your heart sing. Meditation is silence. Silence is peace. Peace is love. Love is the source. You are the source. Listen. Receive. Become light. Paths to inner and outer peace through meditation. Looking at the history of humanity, one thing stands out. The number of wars and acts of violence varies greatly between different religious cultures. In Christian cultures in particular, there have been significantly more wars and acts of violence over the centuries than in Buddhist cultures, for example, where meditation has always played a central role. This observation is even supported by scientific studies. A remarkable experiment was conducted in Detroit, USA. A group of monks meditated intensively at set times. The accompanying studies showed that significantly fewer violent conflicts were recorded in the city during the periods of meditation. This is a clear indication of how strongly inner focus can influence external events. Another aspect that gives pause for thought is that the tendency toward excessive consumption is particularly pronounced in Christian countries. Could this urge for external possessions perhaps be a symptom of inner emptiness? An emptiness that arises when the ability to find inner peace, to be still, and to listen to one's own soul is forgotten? Meditation, on the other hand, can help fill this emptiness, not with things, but with peace, clarity, and connectedness. In this way, meditation not only opens paths to greater inner peace, but also contributes to the healing of our relationships, our society, and ultimately our world. Where silence takes root in our hearts, peace begins to blossom, first quietly within us, then as if by itself throughout the world. Meditation heals the wounds of the soul, and thus the wounds of the earth. Meditation, the forgotten treasure of Christianity. If Christians meditated, the world would be a more peaceful place. Did you know that Jesus himself sought silence in order to pray and meditate? In Buddhism and Hinduism, meditation is still a central practice today. In Christianity, however, this treasure has often been buried. I am convinced that if we recognize that Jesus also showed us the path to inner peace, and if we learn again to become still, to listen, to look within, then this can change the world. Dove more peace. Dove more order. Dove more love. Dove more compassion. We can learn so much from other religions that have never forgotten the value of meditation. Effects and benefits of meditation. Spiritual effects. It deepens awareness of the divine presence in one's own heart. It cleanses the mirror of the heart and allows us to perceive more clearly. It encourages inner listening to the Creator's response instead of just speaking. It sharpens intuition and opens us to spiritual insights. It opens up higher levels of consciousness and spiritual truths. It helps develop peace, compassion, and non-violence. It promotes gratitude, humility, and inner worship without words. Physiological and health benefits. Slows the heart rate, deepens breathing, reduces muscle tension. It harmonizes and strengthens the entire organism. It helps with stress management, anxiety disorders, and sleep problems. It improves the body's self-healing powers. It supports mental stability and resilience. Psychological and neurological effects. It promotes cognitive abilities such as attention, memory, and creativity. It reduces negative emotions and strengthens emotional balance. A thickening of brain areas responsible for well-being and empathy, Sarah Lazar. A proven changes in brain waves and improved neural connectivity. Or activation of deep neural networks in states of deep immersion, measurements taken on monks. Energetic and creative aspects. It increases inner coherence and order of mind and body. It raises the frequency of consciousness beyond purely material limitations. It promotes creative expression on a higher level. It increases life energy and charisma. In summary, meditation is more than relaxation. It connects us with our true selves, with the divine, with the peace within us. It harmonizes body, mind, and soul, brings healing, opens our hearts to our fellow human beings and nature, and helps us lead more fulfilling lives. It gives us access to our inner sources of joy and energy. Personal. If meditation has so many incredible benefits, one wonders, why don't churches promote it more? Is it because they don't want people to listen to their own inner voice, but rather to the message of the church? Of course, this also opens up possibilities for manipulation. I have been meditating for many years, and when I don't find the time to do so, I quickly notice that I become more restless and irritable, that little things annoy me much more, and that I am less alert and receptive. However, meditation may not be the right solution for everyone. People who are already very introverted and brooding may benefit more from a walk in nature or another form of mindfulness. Meditation and silent prayer lead us to inner stillness, slow down the uninterrupted flow of thoughts, default mode network, and strengthen our presence. This reduces greed, inner emptiness recedes, and we hear more clearly what is really right or wrong.